So here we have Udo Dirkschneider and Manuela Bibert from Dirkschneider and The Old Gang.
Yep.
How are you guys? Nice to have you here.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
From cold Germany.
To
Raining. Yeah, it's getting more and more winter time.
warm Athens, rather warm here.
Yeah, so
Lucky you.
Yeah, you're lucky.
So you first started this project during the pandemic. Did
Yes.
you imagine that it would grow into a full-fledged band within the whole album?
First it was not planned to do an album. It was just the pandemic charity thing what we did, and that was it normally. So and nobody was really thinking, oh, to make an album. But there was so many people asking, oh, you have to do an album, whole album, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it took a long time, to get enough material together to record the whole thing. I mean, of course, I was busy. Manuela was busy. Everybody was busy instead of Steffen Kaufmann.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I was constantly touring, and yeah. But anyway, we found time in between, to record everything, doing my vocals, and yeah. So I think it was in a way a good thing to do it. I mean, I learned a lot of things also again after all these years in the business. So, I can see how far I can go with my voice, and also this album was without any pressure. Nobody was really saying, "Oh, it's time, to bring the album out," whatever. It's what like, yeah, we do it. We just do it for us at the moment, and then we will see how the people like it. But it looked like the people like the album very much, and so I think in a way we did then the right thing.
What was the emotional spark that made you want to reunite with Peter Baltes and Stefan Kaufmann after so many years?
I mean, with Stefan Kaufmann, I always work on UDO albums. He's doing my vocals since, I don't know, still he's doing my vocals. And Peter Baltes, I met Peter again when we did this album We Are One with the German Army Forces. So that was the first time I meet Peter again and start working with him together. So, and yeah, and then now he's a member of UDO, a full member. And it's for me, it's nice to work with Peter again. With Stefan. I mean, I'm working so long with this guy, unbelievable. It's like, yeah, it's yeah. What can I say? I mean, it's also with Matthias Diet. I mean, he was not playing guitar he told me for 20 years, and then yeah, he became. Yeah, I met him once in Spain, and he was doing flamenco stuff, with somebody. I was like, what? Yeah, and so, yeah, I mean, and then when the idea came to do the charity thing during the pandemic time, so, I mean, Stefan said, no, maybe I asked Matthias, maybe you can play some guitar, blah, blah. And here we go. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, that's why the whole thing called Dirkschneider and the Old Gang.
In We Are One, however, you did not only meet again with Peter Baltes, but you met with Manuela. Is that so, Manuela?
Yeah, that's
It
a
is
story.
true.
Manuela's story.
And how
It
did
is
that
true.
experience lead you to join the Old Gang? However, you are not old. You're very young.
Thank you
Oh,
very
no,
much.
no, no.
It's the
And can you tell me how it is to be in a band that's called the Old Gang?
well, at first, of course, I thought, well, it is the old gang actually, plus the new gang, of course, Sven and me. And for me, actually, it's an honor to be in a band that's called The Old Gang. Obviously, it's an honor for me. And how everything started was, like you said, with the We Are One album with the German Armed Forces. I was on tour with them through Germany for a year. And then they had a solo spot on the We Are One album. And they made kind of a casting, and I auditioned for the solo spot for a blindfold. And this is where I met Stefan and Udo and the rest of the Old Gang. And this is how everything started, basically. We met, we liked each other, and we fit together musically. And nobody had plans for anything, you know. And then kind of this is what came out, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how different does it feel, Udo, to work again with the old gang, not Manuela, uh, compared
And Sven,
compared
Let,
early
yeah,
days of Accept or the early UDO years?
yeah, I mean, this is what I said before. This album was without any pressure, you know. We was not sitting down and said, "Oh, we have to go in this direction." We said, "Okay, we collect ideas, and then we will see which one we are using." And then, yeah, I mean, it was like in the first place, it was. We want to have fun to do it, you know, without any pressure, without any whatever. And so, I mean, that was for me very interesting to see. Also, you know, especially Stefan. I mean, he's doing my vocals since '81. You know, still he's doing my vocals, so he knows exactly my range and everything. And I think he was the guy when we had all the songs together. He had already in mind, you know, okay, Udo can sing this song together with Manuela, this part, and Peter also, and this and this and this. Of course, he knows also Peter singing wise. I mean, yeah, we was long enough together, and yeah, and I think he did a great job vocal wise. You know, it was not like, okay, I'm the main singer. No, we have three lead vocals. You know, and that was also I think not so easy to put everything together. But I think he had it already in his mind, and I think he did it. He did a great job on this.
Yeah, and that was my next question about the vocal arrangements with all of you together, you, Peter, and Manuela, and
Yes, yeah,
was it a trial and error, or did each voice naturally find its place? I could say you can answer.
yeah. I think definitely that was the part of Stefan Kaufmann, you know, and what I said before. I think he already knew when he heard this song. Then he said, "Okay, this can fit together with Manuela. This can fit together with Peter," and so and that I think.
yeah,
Thank you very much, Stefan.
yeah.
Yeah, Manuela, what's your point on this? And how was it to work with two legends of heavy metal music, being the younger of all, much younger of all of them, and being
I'm
there,
not so young anymore.
Ah, come
I'm
on.
not that young. I
yeah,
wish I would be,
yeah.
but
However, you did you have to fight for your space in the songs, or did it come naturally?
it really came naturally. It is like Udo said, Stefan knows Udo's voice so good. He knows Peter's voice so good. He got to know me very well also during the We Are One recordings. And Stefan kind of had a vision in his mind, and he put us in the places that he imagined could work. And of course, we tried then. Udo tried the spaces Stefan gave to him. I tried the spaces, and it kind of naturally took its place, as you said.
Mm.
We were not fighting, no. Like
No,
I was not fighting for solo spots. Oh my God. No,
no.
it naturally took place. And there are some songs where Peter, Udo, and I are singing more or less. So it is not that every song has the same parts of every singer. So I think every song is just, yeah, perfect as it is right now,
Yeah.
and everybody has its space.
Manuela are
Mhm.
a multi-genre, I could say, singer, with roots in pop music, in soul music, and musicals, as I read in your bio. How did you adapt
Yeah.
your voice to the old gang's heavy metal environment?
That's a question for Manuela. Yeah.
Yeah. The interesting thing is I did not adapt anything, you know. I am singing my whole life. I came from a classical background actually. I started with classical music, classical piano and singing. And then I came to musical and pop music, and then to rock music, and then to metal music. But mm, I cannot change my voice, you know, like Udo. Udo cannot change his voice also.
No.
And I did not really adapt. I'm just singing like I sing always. But of course, the only thing you have to change, if that is your question, of course, is the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your inner state of mind. Of course, in heavy metal singing is different than in pop or soul singing or jazz or like, you know, of course, your inner state of mind is power, like powerful, bring it out. And what I learned is pronunciation. This is what I learned from Stefan in the studio. He was telling me, you really have to like say what you're singing, pronunciation. You cannot be like lazy with your mouth, like in pop or rap songs, you know, the pronunciation. So
Yeah.
I did not really adapt my voice, but maybe my state of mind.
But for me also personally on this album, vocal wise is um I sing and on some songs I don't sing like I was singing normally with UDO, you know, or with Accept. It's that was also very interesting to see how far can I go with my voice, you know, lower ranges. And
Mhm.
that was very interesting, you know. That was like oh okay, I don't have to scream like Udo always do, you know, it's like no, it's melodies and in a lower range. And that was very interesting. And for me it was interesting to see, okay, also this works, you know, after all these years, you you're still learning, you know, okay, you can do this and this and this with your voice. And it helps you definitely also when I do now the new album with UDO, you know. I mean, also there's some parts on there where already some people say, we never heard you singing like this, you know. So it's very interesting. It was also helpful for me, you know, and I learned also a lot of things when we did this album. And that's also, and thank you. Very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, sometimes listening to some songs of the album, I can definitely hear a vibe of from Balls to the Wall or that era, I could say. Um, did the whole atmosphere of the Balls to the Wall tour influence you in any way? I mean,
No.
you might not be on tour, but you had this in mind to. Uh,
No. I think nobody really was, yeah, had in mind the Ball to the Wall album. I mean, this was a completely different thing, you know. And I mean, also, Manuela had also came up with some ideas, you know, and definitely Manuela was not into the Balls to the Wall album.
No, I was not.
And also Matthias Died. I mean, he came up with Babylon with a riff, you know, and uh, no, I ball to the wall, far away, far away.
Yeah.
yeah. Um, you have inspired countless vocalists across generations. When you look at today's metal scene, what excites you and what disappoints you?
Oh, this is hard to say. I mean, there are a lot of good singers around, but you know, you are not born with an. Yeah, some people are born with a unique voice, like me. I mean, it is like this. Nobody can sing like me. Maybe nearly, but not like this. I mean, if I listen to some bands now, sometimes the sound is always the same. You know, it's like okay, some people are like oh very high, and I don't know, like also this kind of music. You know, it's it's interesting to see, but you know, it's like for example, a good example is like Judas Priest. Ripper Owens, for me, I really want to say this. He is the better singer. He was the better singer than Rob Halford. So, but when Rob Halford came back, is Rob Halford. You know what I mean? It's like also the same thing. I remember we were on tour with Accept in America, and Blaze Bayley was the singer of Iron Maiden. They played also in clubs like 1500, 2000, the same thing what we did in America, you know, at the time. And then Bruce Dickinson came back and bang, you know. It's like, it's has something to do also with the character, the presentation, you know. Is somebody coming on stage or nobody's coming on stage, you know? It's like, and that's also, I think, oh, this is very hard to we can talk about hours about this. It's like everybody has a character, but you need somebody to get out this character. You know, and that was what our old management did with Accept. Our little girl, Gabby, she knew, okay, Udo has to be on stage like this, and then it works. You know, so and she was right. You know, that's the thing. Sometimes I'm really missing. Yeah, good singers. Oh, the band is playing really good, but there is no personality on stage, you know, and that's
Like
that's
the
the
metal
thing.
guy, like you on the uniform, the uniform that is the soldier uniform that you were wearing, and
Yeah, but I hate this uniform. But I tried to go away with this many times, and then the people said, "No,
yeah,
that's your image. That's your image, and do it."
yeah.
And I said, always like, "Okay, here we go."
Once it's done, you can never get away. You can,
That's the thing. You know, that's the thing. So, but I mean, I can live with that, and you know, I'm not like David Lee Roth. I'm not jumping on stage or whatever. You know, I mean, yeah. But I mean, of course, I walk around, but I think it's more the personality, you know, and that I think it's a very important thing for a band to have somebody, maybe only one guy on stage who has personality, and this is what I sometimes really missing about when I see some young bands. You know, it's like, yeah, but that's the way it is.
Manuela, you told us before that Peter and Stefan and all these guys taught you, for example, to have the right pronunciation in
Yeah,
while singing.
yeah.
What else have you learned from working with such experienced musicians that you will carry into your future projects, and not only this old gang thing?
What have I learned? I have learned a lot also about composing.
Mhm.
You know, music theory, basically. Of course, I already knew a lot or the basics about music theory, but I learned a lot about composing when it comes to heavy metal music. For example, what kind of key changes you do in metal music you would never do in pop music, for example.
Mhm.
So, and of course, the pronunciation, the whole spirit. It was like diving into a new world. You know, the metal world is the kind of its own world, and it was not only about the music, but about really diving into this metal world, I guess.
Mhm.
This was the most beautiful experience for me.
Uh,
Yeah.
Udo, once again in your band, you have your son playing drums, Sven.
Mhm.
Do you still feel a kind of, I could say, fatherly pride when you see Sven not only playing with you, but also being acknowledged as a good drummer and not just Udo's son?
Yeah, I mean, there's when we're on tour, when we are doing music together, this is not like a father and son. This is more friendship, you know. And if we want to talk something else, then we get in private, you know. Then then we are talking like father and son. I mean, I can really say I'm really proud of him. Now he's nearly 11 years in the band already, and he's doing now so much. And in the meanwhile, I write lyrics together with him. He is coming up with some vocal melodies, and that's very interesting. You know, he's a completely different generation. And then when we start working on vocals, and then and then sometimes he said, "Yeah, maybe you can sing like this and this." And then I said, yeah, okay. But I'm always a guy, I'm open-minded. And I said, okay, I try this, you know. And then also it's then something different, not completely different, but different, maybe different arrangements, a different uh, way of creating melodies, you know. And that's very interesting. He's really good in that. But he's really good in that. And by the way, he's also a really good singer. You know, that's also funny, you know. Yeah, another one. And yeah, so I mean, for me, I really will say I'm really proud of him, and he's doing at the moment already for a longer time so much stuff, you know. So he always said to me, "Okay, Daddy, you have to sing. I do the rest." So perfect, you know.
Is this a kind of, I could say, injection, a huge
Yeah,
injection in you that makes you want to sing more and perform more and be in the stage more, like you
yeah.
with your son and having
Yeah.
this kind of relationship?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that he is inspired me in many things, you know, not only music, also how he's doing it and how he see all the whole business and all that stuff. And he's doing a really good job, you know. And so, what can I say? Perfect.
Fantastic.
What else you want?
Yeah, I wish I could work. I would work together with my son. I wish.
Yeah. So, and the one good thing is you can trust. It's family, you know. You can trust him, and it's not like you have to. Is everything right? No, no, no. I mean, of course, I'm informed about anything what's happened. You know, he's always asking me, "You want to do this, or you want to do this? Not, nah, maybe, or not, never." So, and then I said, "Okay, that's okay. Do it." You know. So yeah, I'm fine.
You've been part of this of heavy metal music from the 70s, late 70s till today. What's the
Yeah.
most important lesson these decades of being in the music business have taught you?
Well, um, my first thinking when I start, let's say, not when I really start as a hobby. I mean, when it's getting more and more professional. In my opinion, was always I want to be the loudest and the hardest band in Germany. So that was the thing, you know. Okay, I want to do it. I made it.
Yeah.
So, and a good thing. And then, you know, it's like I mean, I do this now nearly for 55 years, you know. It's like I was not really thinking about that. I'm still doing it now, you know, after 55 years. Still be on the road creating new albums and so on and on. But it's always, I think, um, very important. Let's say other way. Some people ask me what kind of advice you want to give to young people, and I think believe in yourself what you're doing, you know, and then do. And it's also I would say also a lot of work to do it, not only to say ha everything easy, you know, I made an album, yeah, it's quite successful, I'm already a rock star. Not that's not the way. I mean, it's also a lot of work, you know, to do this. And also, what can I say, I'm really happy that I still can do it, and I'm still being on tour, doing albums, and really, I'm really enjoying this, and I really have a lot of fun to do it. I always say, if I don't have fun anymore, I stop. That definitely, that's the most important part for me, that I have fun to do it. And that's definitely the thing. I still have fun. That's it.
And working with old friends like Peter and Stefan and Beef, and working with your son and Manuela, who's young persons, full of excitement. Do you think, Manuela, that together with Sven, you may be one of the reasons that Udo is still singing about that, because younger people always are always pushing us to do more things, and I think that goes in your case as well.
I cannot answer this question, but I think Udo is still singing because he just loves his job. I don't think it's about young people or about me, maybe about Sven, of course. Maybe they are having fun together, but this is only a question Udo can answer.
Yeah, I mean, young people, let's say in this, of course, Manuela also is coming from a different style of music. She was doing, I don't know, musical thing, pop and whatever. And for me, it's interesting with my son. I mean, of course, he's listening to bands I don't know. And then he said, "Oh, Daddy, you have to listen to this band." Then I said, "Yeah, okay." I said, "Whoa, very interesting." And like, I would say, okay, with Manuela, we are not together in a band and on being on tour and stuff like that. I can only say with my son, he's pushing. He's really pushing the whole thing, and he's pushing also me, It's like, yeah, wow, you have to go like this and this and this and this, and that's a good thing, It's like you don't get lazy. You're always like, yeah, here we go, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't want to get lazy. And can you tell me, how did this thing with Creator happen in Hanyang?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, Miller was asking me, "Are you want to sing with us? Are you want to come on stage?" And I thought, Miller, boy, are you sure? Yeah, very easy. Yeah, and then he gave me the song. I was listening to that, and I said, "Okay, come on, I'll do that." It's a lot of fun. I mean, I know Miller for, I don't know, also a long, long time, And it's also always it's nice to meet him and talking with Miller. He has also a lot of experience. Okay, he's doing a different kind of music, but business-wise, it's very interesting to talk with him. I mean, what he did all over the years. Also, Creator was going a little bit like this, and then they found the right people, and now up again, And yeah, and that's he's a really nice person, also the whole band, and so here we go. I mean, that was a lot of fun. We had nice dinner.
Yeah.
And nice drinks at the bar. Perfect evening.
It's always
yeah.
You have anyway played there as Dirkschneider a few years. So I thank you for this conversation.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.